Welcome back to the Homeowner's Roof Guide, brought to you by Rainstoppers Roofing. Today, as always, we're here with Mr. Scott T-Bay, the owner of Rainstoppers Roofing. How you doing today?
Doing good. Avoiding the smoke, luckily.
Yeah. So where you at today?
I am on a little vacation with, we brought my mom to Pigeon Forge for the week, and so, yeah, I'm very lucky we got out of there and don't have to sit and breathe smoke.
Well, that's good. It's I can tell you for sure, it definitely is smoky out here. So we still have some more questions that kind of roll around on social media, and this is one of them that came in. So, how long should a roof replacement take?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, it obviously all depends on the size and the complexity of the job. There's a number of things that kind of, you know, dictate the duration of time it's going to take to complete a roof job. Um, we work really hard to try to do all roofs in either one day or no more than two. And when we do that, um, that's why our crews are so large. We have, depending on the crew, we have 6-man crews all the way up to 12-man crews, and sometimes we'll partner crews together. We just completed a 500 square project in Pomeroy, Ohio for the arbors, and I think we teamed 2 crews together, and we had about 20 guys on that project, and we did it in 5 days. So that's what we want. We want to get it on as quickly as possible. We don't take shortcuts to make up time, but we put more qualified roofers on the job to get it done in as short a time period as possible. Anytime a roof's being worked on, that means it's open, it's exposed to the elements. We don't want to leave things open any longer than we have to. We obviously dry things in every night, which kind of, is some insurance, but at the end of the day, it's not a complete roof on the property that is going to hold up to, a pop-up thunderstorm. There are chances that dry in. We've had it happen. It's been a few years, but we have had it happen where our felt paper's gotten ripped off by some crazy wind through the night, and unfortunately did get wet inside the building. So yeah, our goal is 1 or 2 days on residential properties. I saw one going on in town there not too long ago. It's a very straightforward project, and I think they were on it for almost 2 weeks. And it's understandable that some guys don't have multiple guys in their labor force to get these things done quickly. But that's probably a time that a homeowner should consider asking, how many guys are you able to put on this? How quick is this going to get done? Because at the end of the day, it's your home that's exposed. You know what I mean? So if a guy tells you that your 1,500 square foot house is going to take a week to get done, you might really want to evaluate that into your decision making process for who you're going to hire. Because especially in the Mid Ohio Valley, how often do we go a week without rain? I mean, unless
Yeah.
it's August, September, we have had a super wet start to our summer. I mean, we're getting rain multiple times a week right now. So it's like, do you want to take that chance? So yeah, 1 to 2 days is kind of the goal. And that's, I would say most companies, kind of go for that time frame. The other thing to keep in mind once you've hired a company, say you've hired us, and we've got real spotty forecasts coming up. What we do as a company with our scheduling is it's first come, first serve. But let's say you're supposed to start Wednesday and yours is a larger job, and we're going to, we've told you it's a 2-day project, and there's rain in the forecast for Thursday. We're not going to start your job on Wednesday. We are going to start someone else's and do it that day. So we're not sitting still waiting. We are going to move someone ahead of you to get their job done because we can get it done before that rain hits. If we got 3 days of rain and then we finally have 2 good looking days, then we'll schedule your job. But we're not going to schedule you if you're a multiple day project with rain in the forecast during the duration of that project. So keep that in mind as well once you've hired somebody that, yeah, you might get bumped around the schedule here or there. Um, but that's strictly just us having your home's best interest at heart, and not wanting to take a chance on a problem. If you got an active leak and you've told us about it, we're happy to go tarp that active leak. That way that's stopped, at least for the time being. But we're not going to take a chance on exposing your house to, you know, uh, getting wet inside, which is the whole purpose of this new roof that you're buying off of, is to eliminate that probability. We're not going to take that chance if you don't have to. So, um, keep that in mind as well. But yeah, Average time frame, I would say most jobs we do in one day. Residential, most residential jobs we'll do in one day. Um, it's got to be a real monster for it to take more than two. And we've had a couple this year that have taken more than two, but most of them we can do in one day, 2 days max, and then the off chance real big house, real difficult house might take more than two. But yeah, that's usually where we try to stay.
So if you're looking to hire a contractor and they're telling you if you don't have a very big house and they're telling you it's going to take longer than 2 or 3 days to put on a roof, you might want to look at that contractor a little closer. Look at their crews, see how many people they have on their roster. As a homeowner, it's your responsibility to do your research. Look up the company you're hiring. Look at their reviews. And if there's a lot of complaints about them taking too long to do a job or being understaffed, that might be a red flag that you don't want to hire them. And use your best judgment when doing that. And do you have anything to add?
I don't think so. I think, yeah, I mean, do your homework. The one thing I have noticed, one thing I will add this about doing your homework. In this day and age, if there's no online presence, they don't have a Google page, they don't have a website, they don't, if we do have some old school guys in the area that still don't have any of that stuff that are great contractors. So, but I know some local guys that are younger guys simply don't have a website, don't have a Google page, maybe don't even have a Facebook page. And to me, that feels like they're hiding, right? They don't want their presence um, to be investigated. So, as a business owner, we have to kind of put ourselves out there for the customer. If you can't find these people somewhere, chances are there's a reason they're kind of staying in the dark. So keep that in mind too. Whether it's not able to find them or finding negative results, those are both things that you might want to take into consideration.
All right. Well, I believe that's all the time we have for this episode of the Homeowner's Roof Guide. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe so you can know when the next episode drops. Also, if you have any questions, we'll be posting this on YouTube and Facebook. So leave a comment with your question, and you'd be surprised. A lot of people might have the same question as you. So if it's a good question, it might be the next episode of this podcast. So, well, Scott, thank you so much for hopping on here, and enjoy the rest of your vacation.
See you guys.
See ya.